Hey, welcome back to Always Learning. And what are we doing today? Hey, today we're learning about floating shelves, or at least one way to do floating shelves. I'm going to show you how Pat and I did it over at his house, and maybe it'll help you out. I think it's pretty simple if you have a few tools. But first thing you're going to do is figure out where you want your shelves, and you're going to mark using your level so you get your make sure your shelf is all straight. You can use tape too. Then you're going to measure those inches across. Mark them on a board. We used a 10-inch board. I think it's 10 by 2, and then we used a circular saw to cut it. You could use a hand saw as well. Then you're going to want to insert it into the shelf to make sure that, or into the wall to make sure it fits, and that you don't have to do some finer adjusting to make sure it's all flush. After we did that, we came back and we actually used a router table to cut about an inch groove in the back and partially on the sides. You don't want to go obviously all the way on the sides when you're using the router table, because if you did, then you'd obviously see your markings. What you're doing is you're leaving the last 2 inches towards the side you're going to see to kind of hide or cover up the actual grooves or little studs you put on the wall to support it. So here Pat's just running the side of it. He's going to run it through, and he's going to leave about 2 inches, like I said, on the front side of the shelf. So you want to make sure you mark it so you get your sides cut correct. You can see here's the groove, the little channel, and there's a channel across the back. And then we're going to use those channels as the support to hide the little supports on the wall. Once you have all the grooves from your router put on the front and the back and the side, now we're just simply coming in and we're hanging our little ledger boards. You don't have to run them all the way across. You simply want to have enough where you have enough meat that board can fit on it and slide into those little and you also want to double check that these ledger boards will fit into your channel. So you want to check those before you put them on the wall, because you don't want to slide and then have to take them off. You want to make sure that they're narrow enough. We ripped these with a table saw. They're just little PVC, but you can use wood as well. And then you're just going to attach those to the wall so that they support both the front and the back. Here we didn't find a stud, so what we're doing is I'm just showing you, this is just a simple little wall support. I like these. You basically hammer them in a little bit, and then you take a Phillips screwdriver and twist them in, and that secures into the wall. And then you can use a Phillips screwdriver then to drive your screw through the board and into the wall. So it's pretty simple. See how it kind of just goes through, then it inserts into the hanger, and then you simply screw it in. And they range anywhere from, they'll hold, I don't know, 20 pounds to 45 depending on the side. But I just like these. They don't tend to spin once you get them in there. They tend to grip the wall, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to order some of those for your project. Once we had the boards up that we're going to do the hold the kind of channel, or we're going to slide into the channel, little ledger boards or little shelf boards that they're going to rest on. Then we just slid the boards in to make sure they fit. We sanded ours a little bit just to make them go smoother. We took a remnant and we tested the stain, and we ended up going with a kind of a solid color from that we got at Lowe's. Pat came back, took wood putty, filled in all the kind of the knots, sanded those down. Once those were sanded, then we simply came back and stained it. I think they looked pretty good. And once we were satisfied with the color, then we came back and just simply slid them in. Make sure they fit through the into the grooves well. If not, you can come back and sand them a little bit. But they looked good. We put a level on them. They were level. And so that's pretty much it. Came back, touched up the walls, made that all nice, put a little basket on there, and called it a day. But it took a little longer than we thought, but was pretty easy if you have a couple of the tools. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.